In a bold and unapologetic reaction to Shannon Sharpe's shocking firing from ESPN, Charleston White has taken to the public stage to not only mock the sports icon, but also claim that he alone has the experience and wisdom to advise Shannon, despite blasting him with a fiery verbal assault that has already set the internet ablaze. The fallout from Shannon Sharpe's sudden dismissal has rippled across the media landscape, and now one of the most controversial and unpredictable figures in the culture, Charleston White, has entered the conversation, bringing his signature chaos and candor to the situation. If anyone thought Charleston would offer sympathy or support, they clearly forgot who they were dealing with. Please do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now, let's get back into the video. Charleston didn't hold back. In fact, he went live just hours after news of Shannon's firing broke, grabbing his phone and aiming straight for Sharpe with a scathing rant that quickly went viral. Sitting in his usual no-frills setup with the U.S. flag draped behind him and a loaded pistol resting on the table for dramatic flair, Charleston leaned in, stared dead into the camera, and said, "Shannon deserved every bit of what he got. ESPN ain't finna keep no loudmouth, suit-wearing Uncle Tom who can't keep his hands to himself. Nah, bruh, you out of there." And just like that, the fuse was lit. But let's rewind for a second. For those who might not know, Shannon Sharpe's public image has taken a nosedive in recent weeks. Once celebrated for his intellect, wit, and high-octane debates alongside Stephen A. Smith, Shannon's world came crashing down following a $20 million lawsuit tied to serious assault allegations involving a young white woman. The legal storm, combined with immense social media pressure and corporate concerns from ESPN, forced the network's hand. Shannon was out, effective immediately. Enter Charleston White, never one to miss a cultural moment or remain silent during high-profile scandals. Charleston saw this as a perfect opportunity to not only speak out, but to perform. Because with Charleston, nothing is ever a casual opinion. It's a theatrical event, a mix of fire and fury that commands attention whether you agree with him or not. In his blistering takedown, Charleston didn't just criticize Shannon, he annihilated him. This that same man who sat on TV talking down on Kyrie, talking down on Kanye, being a puppet for them white folks. Charleston growled. Now look at him. Same white folks done turned round and threw him out the house with no shoes on. The comment section exploded. Fans, haters, and media pages clipped the rant into bite-sized sound bites and plastered them across every platform. Charleston White goes nuclear on Shannon Sharpe became the headline of the hour. But what made this particular reaction so potent wasn't just a mockery, it was the brutal honesty that came with it. Because after spending nearly 15 minutes roasting Shannon for his so-called hypocrisy, arrogance, and disconnection from real people, Charleston pivoted in a way only he can. "Now hold up," he said midstream. "As much as I think he brought this on himself, if there's anybody who knows what it feels like to be crucified in the public eye, it's me." That's when things shifted. Charleston began to recount his own turbulent history, his brushes with the law, his viral missteps, his social media bans, and his constant battles with cancel culture. "I done had white folks trying to cancel me every week," he said. "I know what it feel like when everybody turn on you, when the brands cut you off, when the media paint you like a monster." And then came the most unexpected twist of the entire rant. Advice. That's right. After eviscerating Shannon in front of millions, Charleston White turned to the camera, looked dead serious, and offered a surprising message to the former NFL star. "You gonna have to sit down with yourself, homie. Not ESPN, not social media. Just you. Figure out who you are when the camera's off and the suit's gone. You either gonna bounce back like a real one or fade away like a fraud." It was part insult, part challenge, part prophecy. Charleston, for all his chaos, was speaking from experience. He's a man who's risen and fallen multiple times, who's gone from jail cells to viral fame to death threats and back again. And while many see him as nothing more than a loudmouth troll, there's a strange wisdom in his madness, especially when he turns that energy inward. Fans were torn. Some called it the realest reaction yet, praising Charleston for keeping authentic and offering perspective that wasn't soaked in fake sympathy. Others slammed him for being opportunistic, accusing him of using Shannon's downfall to grab more clout and content. But that's Charleston White in a nutshell. unpredictable, divisive, and unfiltered. And like it or not, people listen. His video racked up over 2 million views in under 24 hours. Celebrities began weighing in. Boozy reposted it with laughing emojis. Whack 100 called it pure facts. Even Joe Budden, never shy about speaking his mind, played a clip of the rant on his podcast, pause and say, he's saying what a lot of folks won't say out loud. The conversation quickly spiraled into deeper territory. Charleston's call-out had cracked open a larger dialogue about celebrity accountability, racial loyalty, and the dangers of media manipulation. He accused Shannon of selling out black folks for corporate love, only to be discarded when he became a liability. He wasn't one of us no more, Charleston said. He was one of them, until he wasn't. It was cold, it was raw, and it hit hard. Still, Charleston didn't let the moment pass without circling back to his core message. He told viewers, especially younger black men, to learn from Shannon's mistakes. This should be a teaching moment, he said. Don't let fame fool you. Don't think just because you got a contract and some white folks smile in your face, you safe. Nah, playboy. You always one mistake away from being yesterday's news. He warned against arrogance. He warned against blind loyalty to corporations. He even warned against overexposure, saying Shannon's nonstop TV appearances made him an easy target. You everywhere, every day, talking loud, they waiting on you to fall. You better believe that. As the dust continues to settle around Shannon Sharpe's ESPN exit, Charleston White's reaction has already become one of the most talked about responses to date. Whether people love him or loathe him, they can't ignore him. And in this media age where volume often overshadows value, Charleston's voice, however controversial, cut through the noise. What happens next for Shannon remains a mystery. His legal team is preparing for a long, high-stakes court battle. His media presence has evaporated. Sponsors have gone quiet. Even Stephen A. Smith, once his on-screen ally, has avoided commenting directly. Shannon's future now hinges not just on how the lawsuit unfolds, but on how he redefines himself in the wake of public disgrace. Charleston, for his part, ended his rant the way he began, with fire. They done took your mic, Shannon, he said, smiling. But now you go and find out what your real voice sound like. No ESPN, no suits, just you.